Aalborg municipality is the third biggest municipality in Denmark, with approximately 200,000 citizens. And we started our pilot activities almost 1 year ago, when we involved different stakeholders that could be relevant for the project My Neighborhood. What we did, we contacted many of them, people with diverse disabilities, their relatives, the care personnel from municipality, and we wanted to find out their wishes, interests and needs. And we actually took quite a lot of activities in order to find out what is their need in the everyday and how people from the neighborhood can help them to have better life, to increase their quality of life and to reduce their social isolation.
So we at Aalborg University have the role of coordinating the core design process. We are contacting the stakeholders in the project, the various stakeholders. We are trying to get a methodological approach on how to get from the life stories of those people we contact to some service requirements, something that supports our design process, the design process of the platform. What we have done so far has been a lot of workshop, a lot of meeting with people in the area and understanding what are their needs, what are the wishes and how we can match their needs with the availability of other people, voluntary people here in Aalborg that can offer their time or their knowledge to help them.
We started in one of the neighborhoods in Aalborg called Nurasundby with personnel from care house, part of the handicap department in Aalborg municipality. Then we involved another volunteer association called Jansen that represents relatives of people with disabilities and also them. And finally, we also worked with another group of citizens that they live in their homes, but during the day they visit different activity centers where they get recreation activities. All these people, the common thing about them is that sometimes they feel lonely, and with the project My Neighborhood, we would like to enable them to make easier contact with and increase their social network, and in short words help them to get in touch with some volunteers that could help them.
I think one of the main problems here at Østergadekollegiet is that we don't have time to do all the fun stuff with the citizens anymore, because of we have much focus on getting better for doing some things on their own, and then we have to have someone else to come here and do the fun stuff. And that's what My Neighborhood is for, the project, because then the citizens will be able to go out more, and it would decrease social isolation, and it would help them grow a better life quality.
Legebjerg er et aktivitetscenter for yngre med fysiske handicaps. Her kommer brugerne i alle hverdagene, og de laver kreative ting og meget for socialt samvær. Vi går meget ud af, at de er sammen på kryds og tværs af alle deres forskellige handicaps. Ja, Tove hun har kommet her på Legebjerg-centeret, et aktivitetscenter. Du er kommet her i mange år. Tove kommer her i dagtimerne. Vi åbner kl. 9:30, og vi lukker igen kl. 4. Hun kommer 3 dage om ugen. Men Tove har så også et behov for et socialt liv uden for centerets åbningstider. Så der tænker jeg, at da vi hørte om projektet med dit kvarter, så synes vi, at Tove var oplagt til at deltage i det projekt der. Og så Tove, hun var glad for at få tilbuddet om at kunne gøre nytte af det der projekt. Tove fortæller, at det er så nystartet et projekt, og hun har kun nået at have besøg 2 gange. Men i morgen aften, vi glæder hun sig til, så får hun besøg af hendes besøgsven Heidi, og der skal de se en film sammen. Projektet, tænker jeg, er et godt initiativ, fordi at vores aktivitetscenter her jo kun har åbent hverdagen, altså mandag til fredag, og vi åbner kun i dagtimerne. Så der er jo mange timer for brugerne, og de er alene. Alle aftener og weekender skal de jo selv ligesom kunne fylde ud. Så hvis man ikke har et stort netværk og er handicappet, så ikke selv man kan opsøge aktiviteter, så kan det godt blive nogle lange timer. Tove har problemer med at bruge computeren selv, så jeg har hjulpet Tove med at udfylde skemaet eller formularen på nettet her. Det gode ved det er også, at andre brugere her på centret, hvis de har lyst til at deltage i projektet, så har vi mulighed for at hjælpe dem med det. En anden god ting ved det er også, at det kan finde folk fra det lokale område, som har lyst til at være frivillige. De kan finde sammen over nettet.
My name is Heidi, and I'm a volunteer for my neighborhood. I'm studying for occupational therapist, and I have been in the project for almost a year now, since May, I think so. I'm a volunteer for Tove. She's a very nice lady. I have been there 4 times now, I think, and tomorrow we are going to watch movies and eat a hot dog, and we are both very excited for it. Next week we are going to a disco party, so we have some things to do. I like being a volunteer because I can see that I make a difference for people, seeing how they get excited for making stuff. And I believe the difference between being a volunteer and working for it is that the excitement of seeing what you're doing is for real and it's not just for money.
Jeg er gift med Paul, og Paul blev ramt af blodpropper i hjernen, og han har problemer med hans korttidshukommelse. Han kan ikke huske. Han har diabetes og glemmer hans små måltider. Han foretager sig ikke noget af sig selv. Han er robotstyrer. Alt skal jeg fortælle ham, men så gør han det også. Paul har været til genoptræning, også på Brønderslev sygehus, hvor de gjorde en stor hjælp. Og det projekt, vi har her, vil jeg meget gerne støtte. Jeg synes, det er dejligt, at jeg kan få en hjælper, en frivillig, til at kan aflaste mig. Og ydermere også, det kommer ud i medierne, sådan at andre kan få glæde af at se, at det kan lade sig gøre. Vi vil gerne være med i projektet Mit Kvarter, af hensyn til at kan få en frivillig til at følge Paul til gymnastik, som han går til en gang om ugen. Paul kan ikke selv finde det ud, han kan ikke finde rundt ind i salen, han kan ikke huske hans små måltider, fordi han har diabetes, og jeg vil glæde mig til, at jeg kan blive aflastet.
And I have been in my neighborhood for 1 year almost, and I visit a boy with a stroke from when he was born. So he have a problem with structuring and I have visited him 4 times and we are playing games, and on Friday we are going to make lasagna where we are going to shop together. And my motivation to being my neighborhood is to get something personal and get some experience.
Vores ønske for at være med i projektet er, at vi kan skabe bedre støtte til vores medlemmer. Igennem samarbejde med Aalborg Kommune, Aalborg Universitet og dem, som kører projektet. Vores medlemmer har et bredt behov, da vores medlemmer tæller medlemmer, der er kognitive skadet. De kan være afatikere, de kan have fysiske skader. Det er rigtig vigtigt, at de får en god støtte, både til dem selv og til deres pårørende. Og det håber vi på, at det kan lade sig gøre igennem projektet Mit Kvarter.
We are standing in front of the student house in Aalborg, Denmark, where we have been trying for the last 5 or 6 years to make our house more accessible for disabled young people and handicapped people. We have a wide range of activities in the house, concerts, a cafe, lectures, stand-up comedy, etc. And we've been trying to make the house as accessible as possible for people who are disabled. So you can move around in your wheelchair or whatever your needs are. During the last year we have been working together with the project My Neighborhood, trying to point out how we can do a better service to disabled people. And at the moment we are trying to pinpoint different facilities that could make it better. And one of the things we're working with is we're trying to make it more easy for disabled and handicapped people to go to our concerts by the way that some of the volunteers from the student house will meet the disabled and then accompany them to the concert and try to make them feel as much as home as possible.
Sequoia's role in My Neighborhood is to translate some of the user needs into real-life applications, and transferring this to the technical side. Afterwards, our job has been to implement some of the technical aspect from the central platform into the real world.
We joined My Neighborhood a little more than 1 year ago because we found this project very, very interesting for our society, and we think that we are creating the new future with My Neighborhood, because it will include volunteers in the work out in our small societies, as the name says, in our neighborhoods. We have many neighborhoods in a large city as Aalborg, we have tried to build it up in one neighborhood, and we will go on with it because we think it's very important to have volunteers mixed up with staff members that are paid for their job.